Have you ever been part of a high-performing team? Where everyone works towards achieving common goals? Where every team member knew his or her role, and where there was a lot of mutual respect, cooperation, and collaboration? Do you remember looking forward to going to work every day? Or have you been on the other side of the picture, as part of your worst nightmare team, in which reigns the lack of respect and trust, and where you are counting days until you can escape? Most people will have experienced both, because the truth is that in any organization, you can never know how well people will work together until you have to put together a team, and that's often a big challenge. But why do we need high-performing teams? Are they effective? What are their characteristics? And how to build a high-performing team? We will brief you about all these. You just have to sit back, like this video, and subscribe to our channel. And if you want to support our work, join our Patreon community. You can find the details in the description. For the ultimate success of an organization, high-performing teams are essential. This team includes a blend of professionals from different fields who plan and execute outstanding strategies. Their performance yields great results which help the organization in the long term. According to Forbes, every member of a high-performance team shares a common vision, goals, and objectives. They collaborate their efforts, challenge and accountable to each other for achieving outstanding results. A high-performing team can be effective in working on a clear vision of the organization, managing conflicts in the group, making unanimous decisions to help in organizational goals. Good quality work would bring in more clients. Tasks would be fast-paced, and they help in bringing creative and innovative flow of ideas. While there is no simple measure of performance effectiveness for a group, and no two teams are the same, there appears to be a common understanding of what makes effective group work. High-performing team members stay committed to their purpose, goals, and plans. The high-performing team work toward the achievement of a common goal or goals, short-term and long-term. They have good communication skills. Having an open lines of communication at all times provide motivation, maintain interest, and promote cooperation. This team has great problem-solving skills. They maintain effective relations with other team members, show the impact of each other's efforts in the work, and they share feelings of respect and trust. Now that we know more about what is a high-performing team, how can we build these teams? If I talk about my experience, building a high-performing team isn't easy and instant. It would take some years to make the perfect high-performing team. Several research has shown that the team need to go through several stages before reaching the high performance. One of the models used to discuss the team development stages is the Tuckman model. This model initially consisted of 4 distinct stages of group formation: forming, storming, norming, and performing. And later, a 5th stage was added, called adjourning or mourning. This model offers a simple way to understand how groups develop, and the stages start from the time that a group first meets until the project ends. They represent the necessary and inevitable stages from facing challenges, tackling problems, finding solutions, and planning work to ultimately delivering results as a team. In the first stage, the team has just been introduced, and everyone is overly polite and pleasant. At the start, most are excited to start something new and to get to know the other team members. In this stage, Everyone shows their best behavior and there is a positive atmosphere. A strong guidance is needed by the facilitator as group tasks are not clearly defined yet. This may take some time as people get to know their new colleagues and one another's way of working. In the storming stage, team members become aware of other members' characteristics, and this might frustrate or annoy some of them. Being in a team is like being in a relationship. At first, you may think someone is perfect and flawless, but then you realize that they aren't. Once you are aware of their flaws, you either learn to embrace them or the relationship will end quickly. In this stage, the initial feelings of excitement and the need to be polite is gone. Personalities may clash. Members might disagree over how to complete a task. Conflict or friction can also arise between team members as their true characters and their preferred ways of working surface and clash with other people's. But it is important to remember that most teams experience conflict. If you are the leader, remind members that disagreements are normal. These disagreements and conflicts must be taken care of and resolved to enable the team to move into the next stage, which is the norming stage. In this stage, team members start to resolve their differences, appreciate their team members' strengths, and respect each other. Behavior from the storming and norming phases can overlap for some time. As new tasks arise, the team may still experience a few conflicts. And this will lead the team to reach the fourth stage of performing. At this stage, the team is fully functional, and members are able to manage their relationships and work toward shared goals. Team members feel accepted and communicate openly with the leader. The leader focuses on delegating responsibilities and must identify when the team is moving into a different stage. The fifth stage, adjourning, was added to the model later on. Once the project ends, the team disbands. This phase is sometimes known as mourning, because members have grown close and feel a loss now that the experience is over. Let's take a look now at some steps you can follow to create a high-performing team. With clear intention, team dynamic and trust, you would have to implement the following things for a valuable high-performing team. First, create a stable team. The first step to build a high-performing team is to create a stable team. As shown in the Tuckman model, the team needs to go through different stages to reach the high performance. If we change team members very often, we will always fall back into the forming stage, as a new member has joined and we will never be able to reach the high performance stage. Besides having a stable team, the number of team members is also crucial. The team shouldn't be too small than 3 members and neither bigger than 10 members. Fewer members in a team would lack a diversity of ideas and good solutions. And in big teams, the voice of some members would be suppressed. So a small and stable team is the initial step. Next, focus on team dynamics. Team dynamics helps in the development of a team. Once your team is formed, all of them should have a focus to achieve the same organizational goals and vision. They shouldn't have different synergies because it would distract them. The team members should have effective communication, interaction, and understanding of goals and plans to boost team dynamic. Feedback and recommendations. Positive feedback is important for every individual. It is more significant in a high-performing team. As a leader, you should appreciate the efforts and work of your team. This will encourage them to work even better. However, if their work is not up to the mark, you can also give them a feedback to improve and help them make the change. After all, we are all learning every time. And remember to ask for recommendations over your leadership and task as well. Make inclusive decisions. During a Teams meeting, always keep the floor open for new ideas, because anyone could have the next best idea to solve the problem. Always ensure that you make inclusive decisions. All members of the team should be unanimous on the final decision. Also, make sure that all team members put out their opinion. Make sure that the dominant member's voice doesn't suppress the opinion of a shy member. Identify individual problems. A high-performing team is successful only because of its team members. If one team member is lagging behind, the others will be also affected. The team dynamic would also change. The leader doesn't have to be annoyed or fire the poor performer. Rather, you have to assess their performance and interpret the mistake. After that, you either guide them or work with them individually to help them accomplish the task. Acts as a collaborator. There are conflicts in a high-performing team as well. After all, no one can see eye to eye at every moment. The opinions of team members can clash, but the team can solve it with great patience and care. The leader can approach the team as a collaborator instead of a boss. You can listen to arguments from both opposing parties and make a neutral path for them. The leader should also address the conflicts with the overall team and would provide them with effective solutions to avoid problems. And finally, lead the team as a role model. As a leader of a high-performing team, your job isn't only to form a team. You have a constant responsibility of leading them as well. You have to go out of the way to guide, inspire, and act as a role model for them. The constant push from your side would keep them motivated and enthusiastic about the tasks. When they would be inspired, the best ideas and results would spring from them. And that is a wrap of how to build high-performing teams. Share some more tricks in the comments below. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. If you want to stay updated with our latest content, hit the bell icon and support our work by joining our Patreon community. Thanks for watching.